Welcome to the Game of the Week for CSE TV and LaxAllStars. I'm Booker Corrigan, and a man who doesn't need an introduction at this field, Bob Shriver. Coach, these teams have some recent history. How much of this is a matchup from last year's championship?
Well, BL and McDonogh had the two best teams last year. BL lost in a championship game to McDonogh, so I'm sure there's some of that residual in the BL sideline. McDonogh's certainly trying to defend the crown.
And you mentioned McDonogh. Who are some stars for us to watch today for the Screaming Eagles?
Well, they start at the face-off X with a freshman, number 14, Gable Braun. He's having a sensational year. It's going to be a great matchup with BL's Jake Glatz.
And midfield-wise, they got a star in Griffin Catlett.
Griffin Catlett is a kid that moved to Maryland from Portland, Oregon. His mom works for Under Armour, and he's come in with a big reputation. He's a big, strong kid, headed to Duke. He can shoot the lacrosse ball pretty hard.
I didn't know Under Armour hired people based on how well their kid could shoot, but it sounds like they might be doing that. And attack-wise, we've seen McDonogh before. What do you like about Liam Powderly, number 40?
Liam Powderly, just a sophomore, helped lead McDonogh's JV to an undefeated season last year, and he's really their quarterback from the attack position. He's also having a sensational year, even though he's only a sophomore.
And then we talk about the Lake Show. The Lakers, a team you're fairly familiar with. Let us know, who do you like for the Lakers this year that you can highlight? I know it's a lot of people. Highlight three for us.
Well, number 15, Greg Eyes, is senior. He's been on the varsity. This is his fourth year on the varsity. He's a very gifted player with tremendous speed, headed to Penn State. Big, strong, left-handed kid. At the face-off X, Jake Glatz has had a remarkable career here. He's also a senior. He's going to Penn State as well. And this is going to be a great matchup between a senior veteran face-off guy and Jake Glatz with Gable Braun from McDonogh. And then lastly, down at the also running in the midfield, is number 19, Michael Ubriaco. Just the juniors, this is his third varsity campaign. But if you get an opportunity while we're watching the game, watch Michael Ubriaco play. He's got great speed, off-the-chart stick work, and he can shoot a lacrosse ball about 150 miles an hour.
He can bring the noise when he needs to. We'll be back with the opening face-off from the CSE TV LaxAllStars Game of the Week. The 2017 Under Armour Underclass Tryout and Tournament are the standard of the sport. Measure yourself against the top competition in your region as college coaches from every level flock to the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive to miss out on this opportunity. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com for more information and to register now. Diversified Insurance Industries, commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at dii-ins.com.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises. If you can dream it, we'll make it happen.
I'm Ryan Powell.
I'm Brett Hughes.
I'm Zach Greer.
I'm Brian Silka. We're the Stripes.
I'm Megan Price.
I'm Anthony Kelly.
Griffin Halliday. Logan Halliday. And we grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
We grow the game. And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
And I grow the game.
And I grow the game, baby.
And I grow the game. And I grow.
And we get a good look at the boys Latin Lakers getting ready for the face-off. Teams coming together for the last quick second. Coaches giving instructions. Bob, you've been in that situation as a coach many times. What are they talking about?
Just, start the game off the right way. Be into it from the opening whistle. Make sure you're concentrating. Let's not make any mistakes, because a mistake early can come back and haunt you late.
And it's funny, as you were saying that, I was thinking, know the difference between right and wrong. And it's something we're teaching young men all over the country at all hours of the day. But in a lacrosse game, you need to always find a way to do what's right, especially early. You're going to give momentum. How important is momentum going to be here?
Well, I think with the face-off game within the game that's going on here today between senior Jake Glatz from Boys Latin and freshman Gable Braun from McDonogh, that's going to really dictate an awful lot of what I think is going to happen in this game.
The McDonogh Screaming Eagles coming over to J. Duncan Smith Field for the game of the week, and it is going to be special. It's a rematch of last year's title game, but that's kind of just blackboard stuff, right, Bob?
Sure, this is a new season, new group of kids on both teams. Certainly some guys that played in the game last year, no question about it. But all in all, it's a new, fresh season for everybody.
And speaking of new and fresh, McDonogh has goaltender Evan Long getting the start today. He is a sophomore, number 26. As we look at Glatz and Braun ready to do battle, they're going to have a long afternoon, Bob. They might have more of a sweat than I do right now at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, Brandau's had a great year, his first year as a starter for Boys Latin. Evan Long, this is just his second game as a starter. He started the Severin game. He replaced Ollie Abramson for McDonogh in the starting lineup. They won that game, and he's getting the start again today.
Go with the hot hand. They're getting the shooting nets off the field, and we are set to go. And that is a tight shot, fellas. Nice work by our cameramen, our guys in the truck. Absolutely fantastic group. Great to have Invicta filming the games of the week. You see right away Ubriaco, who you highlighted in the open. He's playing a wing, very athletic LSM. And Braun comes away with it. McDonogh in their road orange. Boys Latin home whites. And the first victory of the day goes to Braun, although that's going to go all day long. Here's Griffin Catlett pushing it up, and it's Long who clears it. Chris Wilson, and he gets checked by Ubriaco. But now the Eagles have a little action here on the near side. Catlett gets to the middle. Number 32, Jack Sweeney, 33, Jack Simmons.
McDonogh's first midfield, all juniors. Pitts 15, Catlett 23, and Simmons 33. So a little early play. It's a little bit of a mumbo. They're throwing it back to Pitts.
Shot goal!
Bad defense by Greg I there. He's a little lazy checking up on Pitts. And let's see this again.
And credit Pitts, catching the ball with his feet moving and his hands free. If you don't think that's awesome, you need awesome lessons.
Well, look at Greg I, though. He's not honoring him. He's a little lazy getting out to that player. He's got his hands free from 10 yards in the back of the net.
Feet moving, hands free. Here come Braun and Glatz. Folks, don't get tired of hearing me say that, because it's going to happen all day long. Two of the top high school face-off men in the entire country. First quarter brought to you by Kelly and Associates. Kelly and Associates, proud to customize a package for you. They do unbelievable work, and they're proud to support the athletes and coaches of the game of the week.
Glatz had the ball there. He didn't pick it up properly. Give Braun some credit for chasing him down, making a nice play.
McDonogh balances with a second midfield group. Nolan Manafu, number 3. A monster. I taught him PE in fourth grade. And he has certainly become a tremendous athlete.
This is Matt Hillgartner, sophomore attackman, the coach's son. He's a lefty. He's inverting behind the cage to take advantage of his attack skills. He's really a natural attackman.
Pass up, top shot. Saved, ball kicked away there. Chris Brandau, starter in the cage for the Lake Show, as we wave to the lovely Shay Hillgartner. Why wouldn't you? They don't get much nicer. Oh, nice dodge inside by her son, Maddie. My man, Jake Hillgardner now on the scene. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're swamped.
It doesn't
the
get any better.
Hillgardner clan is dominating the stands.
And Jack Sweeney now pushes it up top. And here's Mantelli. Mantelli rolls back, gets his right. Here's Parr. And now it's in with Powderly. Bob, you highlighted Liam Powderly. What is it that you like so much about the way he plays?
Well, he's under control, most importantly, I think.
Shot, goal, great lefty finish that time. Jack Parr coming off the inside feed. And I got to tell you, Bob, that play surprised me because I loaded you up with a question, and they're attacking the goal.
Well, this is, again, very typical kind of a McDonogh offensive set. Poised, all in the right spots. They got great field balance. They got a couple really good shots there. BL didn't handle this inside pick. Parr, who's very crafty without the ball. You know, Boys Latin's yet to touch the ball on offense, and it's 2-0.
Gladson Braun. Braun wins the clamp. Ball ricochets and now gathered by number 9, Jake Glatz. And the Lake Show with their first offensive possession here is Schilling. Luke Schilling, what a great offensive player, knows to let the game come to him. He times things very well.
Yeah, Boys Latin looks to Matt Brandow to really kind of control the offense, and they look for Luke to be a reactionary player, react to what's going on the offensive field instead of trying to take the game to somebody, and he is really skilled without the ball.
And freshman Brendan Grimes, number 42 today. He's gotten off to a nice start.
Well, this is his 4th start in a row. In the last 3 starts, he's scored 12 goals. Pretty good run.
Which mathematically 3 goals, that's close to 4 goals. It's somewhere around 4 goals a game.
It's an interesting matchup, actually, that McDonogh is shorting Kobe Russell here. Kobe is a nightmare from the wing.
Yes.
He's a really terrific dodger.
Russell gets under, pushes it behind. Here's Brandow in and out of his stick. Fortuitous that they did not get that ball out of bounds. Brandow now comes around. A little bit of hands free. Got it. Shot. Save Long. Long goes downstairs to make that save. McDonogh's ball to clear. First quarter brought to you by Kelly and Associates. Proud sponsors of the game of the week. Payroll technology and benefits solutions. Go to kellyway.com to learn more.
Nice play.
Great takeaway check right there. Simple poke, gets the job done. Ball bounces, and Evan Long's going to come out and get it. A little sophomore, not afraid to stray away from his crease. You like to see that.
You talked about that earlier in the telecast, the good play, bad play routine. You know, you want to make sure you make the right play.
Yep.
So great play right there by Garrett Voigt, you know, picking off that pass, and then he threw the ball away. Right now, Boys Latin needs some quality possessions. McDonogh coming back with their first midfield.
Here is Griffin Catlett. Jack Simmons up top with him, and Pitts, who scored the first goal of the game, down on the crease. He likes that crease area. Shot, body save that time by Brandow. More courage than I have, let's be honest.
Well, the one thing there that BL, they gave up a shot to Catlett, but he was shooting with his left hand, and he's a much, much better shooter with his right hand.
BL coming way down for the clear. Basil Aburn turns and makes the correct pass. And they almost had a little confusion going offside. Shot just wide. It's going to be BL possession. Luke Schilling on the scene. They call him Luke TM Schilling. TM Shills as the Kriebels go by. And we get a timeout on the field. And we're going to step away 2-0. McDonogh up on the home Lakers. The Summer Rumble is headed back to Richmond June 10th and 11th and will feature top quality competition from the USA and Canada on River City Sportsplex 12 turf fields. Your high school and youth level teams will thrive in this year's championship tournament in front of college coaches from Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Start your summer at the best run event with coolers on every bench, shade tent for every team, and an event that is fueled by Gatorade. Go to cselax.com for details and register now.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Nice look at the BL Lakers. And Bob, it's tough. Because as a viewer, you hear us mention that, people walking by like Daniel Gardner or Cleveland. I've known my life. And you've known Angel Gardner, what? John Brown's store.
He used to work for me.
Stirred potato salad, right?
Well, chicken salad he really enjoyed making.
So pardon us if we do mention some people that you all can't see, but it's a friendly confines of J. Duncan Smith Field for us today. I think that they want to carry you out on your shoulders at halftime just for fun, Bob.
Well, let's see. Boys Latin came out of this timeout. McDonogh called a timeout. I think they were worried they didn't have a defensive set. Coming out of the timeout, let's see what Boys Latin runs here. Coach Ubriaco is the offensive coordinator for Boys Latin. See what he's dialing up.
McNamara cuts inside. Kobe Smith, number 3's doing some stuff. And now we get Greg I. And I kept just a little too far out of the action to get a shot off there. Kobe Russell stings it, and Evan Long snags it.
Well, Evan Long's made 2 nice saves already. That's not a terrific shot. Evan Long's got nobody in front of him. There's nobody screening the goalie or in his eyes. He picked that ball up pretty easily.
As we see Mrs. Ubriaco stride in. We won't tell your husband that you were a little late. Screaming Eagles in their road orange and the Lake Show in their home white.
McDonogh's trying. They have B.J. Farrar here with his long pole. They're moving him out on the outside, and they're content on playing 5-on-5 offense with Boys Latin.
A little bit of 2-man behind, but not a ton of it. As 22 Riley Mitchell works. This is now Powderly. Will follow the leader. Mitchell wants to get something, has it up top now. This is Sweeney. Ducks a shoulder, looks to feed. Open shot. Just high, just wide. Brandow looked like he was standing on that one, though.
Farrar's out of the game now. McDonough subbed in their other offensive midi, which is, can't see the number,
right
excuse
here,
me, number
8.
12 and 8 are in the game. This is already McDonough's run their 3rd midfield unit in the game. Pretty good strategy. The first reasonably hot day of the summer. They're wearing the orange jerseys. Get everybody, they got a comfortable 2-goal lead.
Nice defensive play that time by Garrett Voigt, the senior. And here comes the Lake Show. Grimes back to Ubriaco. He can almost smell Michael Ubriaco ready to shoot. That reminds me, today's referees. I bumped into Stumpy Joe from the band Spinal Tap on the way in. He said Francis Ford Coppola and the Coen brothers are your officials today.
No advantage there. Luke's trying to make something out of nothing there, and he fell down, turned the ball over. At this point in the game, Boys Latin's kind of fortunate that the scoreboard's only reading 2-0.
And conversely, Evan Long has made a couple big saves.
Oh, he's had 2 shots on goal. Neither one of them was a terrific shot, and, he was where he's supposed to be.
Eagles back on offense.
Double picks. Cummings got a matchup that he likes against the shorty because Michael Ubriaco had to switch off him.
Pass up top, Pitts over to Catlett.
Now here's Catlett with his strong hand there.
Sweeney, slide comes fast.
This is a good matchup.
Powderly on a short stick, and somehow,
that's a moving pick, and they didn't call it. Wow, that's pretty interesting.
Did look like a
McDonogh
moving
got away
pick.
with one there.
Hadley comes around. What a save by Brandow. Not up in here. No soup for you. Some of the fans giving the officials a little bit of help. Pass inside. Grimes open. Does he make the next pass? He does. Shot goal. Great pass by Grimes. Great finish by Schilling. And the Lake Show on the board.
This is a little bit of an unsettled.
Sure.
McDonogh was sleeping on the long pole down the field. Michael Ubriaco, he got behind the defense. Defense is not set for that break there. Ubriaco to Grimes, over here to Schilling. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Really nice goal and something sorely needed by BL. Brandow with a real nice save at this end. Turns into a goal at the other end.
And they persevered through the moving pick miss. Ladies and gentlemen, Gable Braun and Jake Glatz at the faceoff dot. And Braun comes away with a quick and pulls the fast break out of it. Oh, big diagonal pass, tic-tac, everything. And we get a crease violation. They can't call him pushed in.
Really terrific fast break defense there. It looked like Powderly was all alone. McDonogh threw tic-tac-toe, really nice. And the guy that was covering the point there, I couldn't see who came down and made a really nice check.
Yep. That's the kind of lacrosse you're going to see, folks. This is MIAA A conference. Bob, 7 different teams have won the last 7 conference championships in the A conference. 7 different schools.
Crazy. It's the reason that
no
the
repeats.
MIAA is considered the most competitive league. We don't
Without
necessarily have
question.
the best teams every year,
Yep.
but we clearly have the most competitive league in the MIAA. It's something.
100%. As the kids like to say. Taylor Stodoff likes 100%. Low angle delivery that time, long gobbles. And now he's got Schilling on him. Schilling trying to play a little cat and mouse.
Well, so far I'll give Long credit for being in the right spots.
Yeah.
Clearly doing a very nice job.
And Schilling was playing a little cat and mouse, kind of like John Beckwith in Wedding Crashers with Mrs. Cleary. Kitty cat. Rare.
BL's got the ball with 39 seconds left. They're going to look to try to take the last shot and hope it's a good one. I look for Matt Brandow to quarterback something here and see if he can't create something with his dodging ability.
Huge thank you to Kelly & Associates for sponsoring the first quarter inside feed shot. Toe save. Grimes gathers the rebound, and now we got 15 left for the Eagles. Here's Griffin Catlett. Drives right-handed, buries the shoulder. Parr, inside feed. Sweeney can't handle it with 2 on the clock. And we officially have a hot, sloppy mess. We're going to get a push with 1.3 seconds. There's not enough time to score a goal, but there is enough time to get a foul. Draw a foul.
They're giving this ball to McDonogh.
Yeah.
They called a push from nothing.
That's the end of the first quarter, folks. Make sure you check out the IMLCA National Cup, June 17th and 18th at Lebanon Valley College. Grad years 2018 through 2021, the IMLCA National Cup. It's fantastic. 2-1 at BL.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
The 2017 Under Armour Underclass Triathlon Tournament are the standard of the sport. Measure yourself against the top competition in your region as college coaches from every level flock to the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive to miss out on this opportunity. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com for more information and to register now. The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today.
Second quarter ready to go. Bob, we've had some unbelievable face-off action today. Who's getting the better of it? What do you expect more of?
Well, freshman Gable Braun's getting the better of it so far. It's 3-1 McDonogh, and that's been a big part of this game early. And I look, you know, if this doesn't continue to go well for Boys Latin, they may just make a change. They have a freshman face-off man of their own.
And Braun comes away with his fourth face-off win. Second quarter brought to you by FCA Lacrosse Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and coaches. Go to FCALax.com to learn more. 2-1 Eagles, and they are in possession now. Parr spins it behind Liam Powderly now.
4-1 on the face-offs for McDonogh, and he's made it look, Gable Braun has made it look relatively easy. Glatz thinks he has the draw, but Braun's stick is in a better position, and he's actually controlled the ball. Here's Hillgartner, again, a natural attackman playing on the second midfield line, inverting behind the goal, wants to get to his left hand if he can.
Comes around righty. Lakers showing some zone a little bit now.
No
matchup?
zone.
Okay. Well, zone principles on those slides.
Yeah, when they don't like a matchup, they're quick to get down there and try to help the guy. This is freshman Dane Swanson, 6'4" kid who can bring the heat. He's a very good player.
Mantelli gets checked from behind, but gets it to Jack Parr, who is now guarded by his short stick. McDonogh doing a great job flushing out the shorties. Can they capitalize? Parr pushes along Hillgartner. He brings some heat. Early second quarter as I wave to the great Barney Aburn, his son Basil, number 10. Goaltender for the 1986 national champion North Carolina Tar Heels. Oh, big shot. Parr looks for it. And now body's fine. That's going to be a moving pick. That's just not a great decision by the defender to make that play.
Well, the ball's on the ground. You know, they've got to clear the crease.
Yep.
It's a right play by the defense. It just didn't work out. That's all.
Mantelli, right-handed. Now it's Powderly over, and it's up top.
McDonogh subbed somebody on attack. George Ward is in playing attack with Parr and Powderly. They took Sweeney out. Hillgartner inverting again.
Hillgartner shot over the cage again. And I saw Matty Hillgartner a long, long time ago when he was in 7th grade, and he had poise and played like a coach's son then.
Powderly's being covered by a freshman, Blake Gable. He's really a very talented kid. He's left-handed. They like the left-hander on the righty matchup. Now BL had to switch. Powderly's got a matchup that he likes.
Mantelli shot high. And the Lakers steal the backup.
Absolutely.
A smart play by Devin Brewer. A tremendously genius play by Brewer.
Well, look, he
was out of the play.
But look, there's a situation that happens occasionally. Matt Hillgartner, who's a midi, is playing back behind the goal, so he's not paying as much of attention to the backup as an attackman would. Brewer was back there, stayed back there.
Yep.
Shots over the goal, BL possession.
Yeah, the play kind of went around him, and he was able to just kind of drift to the end line knowing that a shot was coming. It's either going to go in or go wide. Maybe you get a save.
This is a good matchup. Smith and Brandale play club lacrosse together. They're teammates in the summertime and opponents here in the spring.
Kobe Russell now, number 3 for the Lakers, settling things.
Boys Latin's very fortunate so far. I think the shots are probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 4-1. And the score is just 2-1 in McDonogh's favor. So they've been dodging a lot of bullets.
When you say 4-1, you mean the ratio?
Yes.
So it's probably like 12-3 or maybe 16-4.
Might even be closer to 20-5. McDonough's taking a bunch of shots.
Russell zigzagging, tucks it, gets it taken away, and the Eagles going to gather.
Again, guilty. That's twice we've seen Boys Latin guilty of trying to do too much.
It kind of forcing it a little bit. BJ Farrar makes the long catch. And here's Powderly. I love Powderly's poise. The kid's just a sophomore, and he really does carry himself well. Am I right?
Yeah, he does. Very much. I've talked about Liam before. Honestly, Liam's a tremendous golfer, and golfers, at their very least, when they are very good players, as Liam is, you know, they do have a calmness about them, and he brings that to the lacrosse field. Simmons running across the middle of the field with his high, hard shot.
Simmons can bring it.
Yes,
Let's
he
be
can.
honest. Just like Powderly has that poise, like a great golfer like myself, guy who could easily beat you on the golf course anytime, but Powderly has it, and here he's behind. Crowd rallying the BL defense. Simmons.
He's in.
Shot
Nice play.
deflected. Great stick by the BL defender, number 40, Reagan McNamara. I'm not sure if that was him.
BL might
And
call
we're going to get a
timeout.
timeout. Yeah, I can see Coach Farrell pushing it, shoving it, doing everything. Second quarter brought to you every time by FCA Lacrosse, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and coaches. Learn more at FCALax.com.
At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com.
I got the magic in me. Let's go. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Performance for the good boys. He held the back
magic in me.
Gary Game behind.
And here we are back at Boys Latin. And, you know, I've had a chance, Bob, today to step away from lacrosse for a second. I've seen a member of the United States Army. I just had a Baltimore County police officer, Officer Davis, come up and say hello to us. I want them to know I appreciate the effort that they give to keep us safe, keep us guarded. It's fantastic to have what we have. We're lucky.
And to be standing here on this beautiful Friday afternoon in this tremendous setting, to be able to watch some of the best of high school lacrosse has to offer. We are very, indeed, very fortunate.
As DJ Khaled, your main man, DJ Khaled would say, bless up, bless up. It is, it's the best setting in all of high school lacrosse. Quaint, there's no track, no 8-lane track going around the field. There's no high jump pit up off the distance.
Boys Latin's changed their set a little bit. They're working out of a 1-4-1 some. Trying to set up maybe a pick for Greg I. Coming off somebody's backside, one of the inside guys picking for him.
And there it is, shot, saved by Long.
Now that was a 100% legit save. He's been in the right place mostly. That time he had to reach across his body, and Long made a really nice save.
Brandout probes in, now looks to move it along, and Schilling will push it across the top. Here's Greg I, guarded by BJ Farrar. Diagonal pass, shot, goal. Credit Basil Aburn. Go on and get yourself some. Basil. And Bob, can you tell me what the score is?
We are knotted at deuces, and that was just a very nifty shot by Basil Aburn there. Basil Aburn.
Ladies and gentlemen, a rare double. A rare double by Bob Shriver.
This is a really good play. Luke Schilling slips this pick here. If you watch, he slipped this pick, rolled out. Greg I threw him the ball. Luke looks up, and Basil Aburn's parked on the crease out of that 1-4-1 set. Scored a nice goal.
You know, a little nod of the cap, a little tip of the cap to offensive coach Gene Ubriaco for switching into the 1-4. It seems, tough one. Parr's going to let one go and gets it. And that's how quickly your fortunes can change in high school lacrosse, Bob, right?
Well, that, you know, in a way, McDonogh almost deserves that goal. They've been dominating the possession in the shots. However, Boys Latin, if you notice, they just changed up the face-off matchup. They have their own freshman, Peyton Giverson, is playing against Braun. He wins that when Ubriaco picks the ball up, falls down. Parr's the beneficiary of it.
Jack Parr, he's not going to shoot wide. I know that you might get a save out of Brandow, but and we get a hold call there by Francis Ford Coppola.
I really don't know what that call was. It looked pretty good to me. Everything looked pretty good there. Giverson had the ball going his way. I'm not sure what he called, quite honestly.
And in all the chaos, as McDonogh subs guys on, Bob, let's give you some credit here. You got the knotted at deuces, and then you won the race to Nifty in the same sentence. It's never happened before.
That's a rare double, isn't it?
That is a rare double. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing genius. Powderly behind. McDonogh first midfield on the field, ready to make something happen. They lead 3-2.
Boys Latin now is in their zone.
Told you.
This is the first time we've seen it.
And McDonogh inching closer and closer with every pass. Be interesting to see who wins the Under Armour Underclass Player of the Game. It'll be tough today. But if you haven't signed up for those tryouts, go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com and make sure you measure yourself against the best. Diagonal, Sweeney shot, elbow save, fought off by Brandow. But now we got mayhem on the end line. That might be a push. No, it isn't. The visiting Eagles getting the home field call there. Griffin Catlett shot, Brandow gobbles.
Well, one of the reasons you play zone is because you have ultimate confidence in your goaltender to make those 15-yard saves, and he did.
And goalie's an interesting place, Bob. And you know this as well as anybody. Jack Pizzula, all for 3 years. So Brandow's not going to start in front of him. He doesn't get that time, and you think, oh, it's first-year starter. That's no first-year starter I'm looking at.
No, Chris Brandow's had a great year, and he's a great goalie.
Yep, he is a great goalie. He just happens to have been behind Pizzula.
There's little doubt.
Here's I. Wants the roll back, BJ Farrar on him. Surprised Farrar's not coming out further on him.
Well, BL's waiting to sub Michael Ubriaco out there. We're going to try to play a little offense and hope to use Michael as a pick. Just nothing there, so now they're ready to set up. I think they'll run out of that same set we saw on their last possession. Little 1-4, Kobe Russell on the wing. He's a pretty dynamic player from that wing.
Crossfield pass, Schilling tries to go high off stick, doesn't get it.
Not a good shot. Long so far has displayed a poise that sort of belies his second start as a varsity starter for, you know, an outstanding team and program.
Friends, make sure you check out the MIAA Lacrosse Championships. May 22nd, 25th at home Woodfield at Johns Hopkins. Go to MIAALacrosse.com and reserve your tickets today for the MIAA Lacrosse Championships, semifinals and finals.
I think if McDonogh should take a shot and it goes out of bounds, I think we'll see Coach Farrell call a timeout because he's not happy with his defensive personnel that are in here right now.
I'll tell you one thing he can be happy with defensively is Chris Brandow. A good goalie will cover a lot of things for you. Pass to Parr goes awry. Ground ball flying everywhere. And nice play by Kobe Russell. But it's still McDonogh possession here with 2:11 left in the second quarter. Brought to you by FCA Lacrosse. Go to FCALax.com.
Coach Farrell is hoping for an out-of-bounds shot.
So far, no dice. Powderly accelerating behind. Here's Hilge. Sweeney with
They've
his
been
defender.
warned. They just warned McDonogh.
30-second clock at 1:32. Shot clock. Sweeney comes around, slides come. Now it's up top with Mantelli. Across to Hilge.
Simmons going to try to run right down the hash marks. Here he comes, left-handed, high, hard one.
Shot
Oh,
goal.
sorry, a low bouncer.
You like to call that a Paris Hilton?
Well,
Sweeney.
we've watched McDonogh play. You know, you and I have seen McDonogh play enough games this year, and when Simmons gets the ball coming down these football hash marks, he's just dangerous as all get out.
Yep.
He can shoot the ball with tremendous power and accuracy, and that's again, good save
Yep.
at this end.
Yes.
By Long. Maybe not the greatest shot, turns into a goal at the other end, and I've always said that really bad shots are actually turnovers.
Yep.
And I'm not sure
Yeah.
that was the greatest shot Boys Latin could have gotten
And
there.
it was also a long possession goal for the Eagles.
Greg, I can run this into a fast break.
Greg I looking to make it happen. Shot goal. Greg I. Go on and get it, son. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, and 50% pain. But 100% reason to remember the name.
Boys Latin comes back with Glatz facing off. He got the ball where he wanted. We talked about I at the introduction. He's got great speed, powerful left-handed shot. He's running downhill, much like Simmons just did at the other end, almost a carbon copy. Simmons bounced his, Greg shot it at the goalie's calf.
Off hip. Oh, beautiful.
Very hard
Yep.
shot to save.
Barney Aburn ain't going to make that save in his heyday.
There's Glatz 2 in a row. He needs to pick it
not
up
yet.
now. Didn't pick the ball up. They
They
called
get
a
a
push.
push.
See if Boys Latin doesn't touch it in and call a timeout. Set up their offense.
Crowd swelling in the approximately 1,500 range when you add them all. Brandow up top, gets it back.
Here's Ubriaco staying on the field trying to set some picks for Brandow, and they're really comfortable having Ubriaco with his pole roll off that pick.
Who does he think he is, Larkin Kemp?
We talked about him in the introduction.
Yes, we
He's
did.
got tremendous stick skills, and he is a very adept shooter.
19 seconds now in the period. Greg I.
This is a matchup that BL likes. Again, I kind of gave up on that a little too quickly.
Yep.
10 seconds.
Bartel looking to make something happen. Ball bounces away with 2. Ooh, high hit, nope. And that'll bring us to halftime. We got a great halftime special. I preview some of the great college games going on this weekend. Don't go anywhere for the Durham Capital halftime show college weekend preview. We'll be back. Yo, what's up? I'm Booker Corrigan. Welcome to halftime. And this is the longest my hair's been in 20 years. There are 2 games that grabbed my attention this week. Maryland hosting Johns Hopkins and Towson hosting Hofstra. Let's take a look at the Maryland-Hopkins game. For the Maryland Terrapins, everybody knows Matty Rambo, 30 goals, 26 assists on the year. He's a star. Colin Heacock is a bit of that glue. But for me, the wild card player in this game is going to be Connor Kelly. 24 goals and 10 assists on the year. He knows how to make things happen in big moments. Some strengths for the Maryland Terrapins, obviously that attack. Goaltending, health, and faceoffs are going to be a bit of an issue. Now for Johns Hopkins, Kyle Marr. He knows how to bring it, makes big plays. He's the leading point getter for the Hopkins Blue Jays. But let's never forget about the maestro himself, Shaq Stanwyck. He's a star. And then, of course, Joel, the clutch Canadian Tinney. He makes big plays to win big games for the Blue Jays. Their strengths and weaknesses going into this game, it's going to be interesting to see how they handle the face-off. A weakness for them, their depth and continuity. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Now, in the final regular season clash in the CAA, Towson at 7-4 hosts Hofstra at 11-1. And as a former coach, I want to tell you that one for Hofstra, their loss to Drexel, only counts a half for me because that was a freak comeback by Drexel. Seth Tierney has Hofstra rolling nicely. For Towson, it all starts with the big cat, Alex Woodle. He can face off, he can make plays, and of course, Joe Sider hasn't met a lot of shots he doesn't like. He can bring it from the outside. He's amplified his game if he can stay healthy. Ryan Drenner is phenomenal for them. 21 goals, 17 assists for the year. John Mazza and Mike Lynch are two guys that make things happen for the Tigers as well. But it's going to come down to Woodle dominating the faceoff. Weakness is their transition, their inability to get it going on a consistent basis. We'll see how they do against Hofstra. Now, let's look right at Hofstra. Josh Byrne, 35 goals, 24 assists. That's a monster year, and he still has games left. Ryan Tierney's doing a nice job, 26 and 15 on the season. Brendan Kavanaugh, younger brother of Matty Cav of Notre Dame lore. Brendan comes in with 20 goals and 4 assists on the season. Pretty impressive. Their goaltender, Jack Kincannon, is an easy All-American choice. He's saving 60%. It's going to be a wild one in Towson. Make sure you tune in for that one. For CSC TV and the two big matchups this weekend, I'm Booker Corrigan.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at dii-ins.com. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and coaches.
I'm Ryan Powell.
I'm Brett Hughes.
I'm Zach Greer.
I'm Brian Silka. We're the Stripes.
I'm Megan White.
I'm Anthony Kelly.
Griffin Halliday. Logan Halliday. And we grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
We grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
And I grow the game.
And I grow the game, baby.
And I grow the game.
And I grow.
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today. After a great first year in Philly, the NCAA Future Champions Lacrosse Tourney will be up in Foxborough in conjunction with the NCAA National Championship Weekend. Be on the field for pregame at Gillette Stadium. Put together a special squad just for this event, or bring your established boys or girls team to CSELax.com. Get 20 tickets per team plus parking passes. Go to CSELax.com to reserve your space. And here we are at Boys Latin Stadium, J. Duncan Smithfield, and one of the great perks is you get Jenny McGee in the booth. Now, more important than that is that we're going to get some halftime highlights, just like the rug ties the room together. Halftime highlights and stats tie the game together. Here's McDonogh.
McDonogh jumped out 2-0. This was just a little back pass to Pitts, who steps down from 10, 12 yards and shoots their first goal. McDonogh comes right back. They dominated possession in the first quarter, and they come right back with a goal from number 19, Jack Parr, who comes off a pick.
Yep.
Jack's a great shooter.
That's not
terrific.
a fair fight. That is not a fair fight.
And McDonogh's really dominating possession. BL gets underneath him a little bit here with a beautiful fast break. Grimes to Schilling. Michael Ubriaco with his long pole snuck behind him.
And here's the shot that goes off the pipe.
Well, again, you watch the number 8 came down from playing the point. He got a little piece of that shot by Liam Powderly. Here's BL tying the game. Luke Schilling to Basil Aburn on the inside. McDonogh's gonna bang 2 here. Boys Latin had just won a face-off, and they actually missed the 1 goal that Parr scored off a face-off.
Yep.
BL had possession of the ball. Somebody fell down. Parr picked it up. He scored, and that goal by Simmons was actually their 4th goal.
Yep.
On the ensuing face-off, I picked up a ground ball, went coast to coast with it, scored to make it 4-3 at halftime.
2 minutes left in the period of intermission. We'll take another break. We'll be back with the 3rd quarter.
They missed one of the.
It's been 3 years since the first Courage game, a one-of-a-kind sporting event celebrating equality and inclusion for all people. So much has changed since that time, yet the mission of the game has stayed the same. The next Courage game will take place in Providence, Rhode Island on May 28th following the NCAA Division I Women's Championship game. Braden Lang, whose story was originally showcased in the ESPN SportsCenter featured piece, will be there to play fast with purpose. Will you?
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today. After a great first year in Philly, the NCAA Future Champions Lacrosse Tourney will be up in Foxborough in conjunction with the NCAA National Championship Weekend. Be on the field for pregame at Gillette Stadium. Put together a special squad just for this event, or bring your established boys or girls team to CSELax.com. Get 20 tickets per team plus parking passes. Go to CSELax.com to reserve your space. And let's take a look at those standings, Bob. What do you think? BL!
Well, they rolled BL up top. I'm not sure they deserve being there other than they're undefeated in the MIAA. Calvert Hall had beaten McDonogh last Friday. Loyola's moved up. They lost to St. Paul's, but they won a big game against St. Mary's.
And my watch out for the next 2 weeks is St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's could be dangerous, and their schedule is favorable right now. St. Mary's playing a good brand of lacrosse down there again. Coach Vic Lilly.
Other than that, tonight they're going to be in the Lions' Den playing
Calvert Hall.
Playing Calvert Hall under the lights.
Face-off action happening. Ground ball pickup by Glatt. And now the McDonogh Eagles have it.
Trail check by Michael Ubriaco, but a better ground ball by Liam Powderly.
Powderly saves the possession for the Eagles, and here's Griffin Catlett.
McDonogh's winning the 50-50 ground ball battle at the face-off exit. BL needs to solve here.
And
they had a couple chances at that one, and they didn't get it.
Here's Catlett. Bob, quickly, the difference between face-off guys clamping and doing it themselves or wing play, what's the difference today?
Well, so far, Braun's gotten the ball early where he wanted it. The last 3 or 4 face-offs, Glatz has gotten it where he's wanted it, but he hadn't been able to pick it up consistently enough.
Catlett inside feed for Pitts, no dice. And that's going to be Lake Show ball.
Little force by Catlett there. You know, he looks like Parr's open. He thinks, okay, I got this thing.
Third quarter brought to you every time by Diversified Insurance Industries. They'll craft custom packages for you. Go to DII-INS.com for details. Diversified Insurance, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week and the athletes and coaches.
McDonogh right then looked like they were in a little bit of a 10-man ride. BL cleared the ball nicely.
Oh, wow.
Nice step and turn by Brandow and shot. Good defense by Chris Smith.
You talked about Brandow. I mean, Schilling and Grimes are almost, oh, what a great feed. Inside finish. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than your best is a felony.
Well, this is the second time Schilling and Aburn have hooked up. The first time was in front of the goal. This time Schilling's coming from behind the goal. Aburn slips to the backside. Beautiful spot feed by Schilling and goal. McDonogh is guilty of ball watching there a little bit.
And let's be honest, Bob. In the last 5 years, BL has had attackmen who can make that feed or make you pay for acknowledging that feed. They've had Stanwyck, Heacock, Wisnauskas, Spencer. I mean, Schilling's just the next one.
Honestly, I've been fortunate to stand on the sidelines for a couple years here, and I would honestly say we've had some tremendous attackmen for about 40 years. There's Glatz.
All the way back to John Webster.
Yeah, no question. That was Glatz actually winning the ball exactly where he wanted it.
Ubriaco scoops, and now it's Garrett Voigt taking a little stroll over the midline to big Garrett Voigt. Brendan, shot, goal! Brendan Grimes!
McDonogh's trying to do to BL what Calvert Hall did to them last Friday night. BL gets possession of the ball. McDonogh gets out in a little bit of a 10-man. Boys Latin cleared extremely effectively. McDonough's not set up on defense back there. Long is out of the goal. He's running back into the goal, and Grimes basically quicked him a little bit and shot at the ball before he set up. Really good play by BL. Poised, clear.
And I was going to say, real veteran play by the freshman, Brendan Grimes.
Really?
Real veteran play. I mean, that's kind of gameplay knowledge. And credit a lot of the club teams and club coaches around here for teaching kids how to play at that pace so that they can assimilate into the A conference so quickly. Ubriaco scoops. He's looking to go to the goal almost.
And he'll cut on this guy. Jake Glatz has clearly solved whatever issues he was having with Gable Braun. He's won the last 4 draws convincingly.
Very clean.
And he's put the ball where his wing guys can get it easily without a little bit of a fight.
Brandow feeling it, shot, goal! If there's a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Boys Latin has been doing this a lot this year. They get a little down screen for Matt Brandow with the midi there. Matt's got his hands free, and he is a very talented kid with his hands free.
He can make plays. At the next level is an absolute star-studded crowd here today. And more importantly, Bob, it's a star-studded field. These kids can ball. Ground ball flying all over the place. Glatz goes down low to get it. Submarines.
There's those 50-50 ground balls. Here's BJ with a fast break.
Nice play by Swinney.
Yep.
Now it's Powderly. Shot,
What
save,
a save.
Brandow.
What a save. Terrific.
Brandow all over that like Chris Gardocki on Dale Doback.
Great check. Over the head check by Ubriaco. Simmons right-handed there.
Love it.
McDonogh did not go into their 10-man there. I think they've decided that they may put that one in the deep freeze for the rest of the game, but we'll see.
6-4 now, Lakers. Credit Coach Farrell with making some halftime adjustments. Now, Bob, you've been in that spot for a couple decades. What are your focuses going into the halftime and coming out of the halftime?
Well, you want to shore up those things that you haven't been doing well in the first half. I think for BL, a little bit of selection shot-wise when they had the ball on offense. Defense, they can't complain. They only gave up 4 goals. Brandow was making saves. Here's this pick again that BL likes to run. Nice save.
Ran out of angle there. Nice save by Long. And now we got a bouncing ball, and McDonogh comes away with it. And a little 5-on-4 long stick action. Brandow gobbles. Has a man open at midfield, hits him. This is 22, Brendan Cruz.
McDonogh's in, and they're not doing it very well. He threw that ball to the wrong guy. You got to throw the ball to the point guy. Nice.
Great ground ball by Luke Schilling right
Terrific.
there. Luke T.M. Schilling, they call him the maestro.
22 threw the ball to the wrong guy. If he throws the ball to the point guy, Brandow can step down and shoot, or then he can dump it to number 2, Luke Schilling. Good defense by McDonogh.
After all that chaos, you get some little things happening. This ball, Russell's going to gather it.
Russell's struggling a little bit today.
Everybody's a little excited right now, including me.
And he just had a tremendous game last week. Here's his side pick with Basil Aburn. McDonogh got it switched pretty easily.
Schilling, pump fakes again. Then now it's up top with Russell. Here's Greg I. Dead center. With so much room to do activities. Shot, save Long. Makes the clean save too. And McDonogh's gonna benefit from it not going out. No big deal. That was number 36, Blavitt.
Well, Evan Long has done, he's demonstrated that he's in the right position. If you're gonna take a bad shot, he's gonna gobble it up pretty easily, and that was a bad shot.
After all the chaos, McDonogh ready to go with their first midfield. Griffin Catlett with Pitts and Sweeney. Simmons, number 33, in on the crease. Feed to him, lefty shot, save Brandow.
Brandow's on his game. I don't know that this is his coming out party. It's his coming out party in front of an audience that deserves to see him play, because he's really been very good all year.
Yep. Third quarter brought to you by Diversified Insurance Industries. Go to DII-INS.com to learn how Diversified Insurance Industries can craft a custom insurance package for you.
Boys Latin's playing midfield here with Connor Kaplan, Kobe Russell, and Jamie Rice. Kaplan and Rice are primarily off-ball players, so they're going to look to generate some offense, maybe with Grimes. Kaplan will be a pick guy. Rateable. I mean, this is Tucker Booth. He's going to come down and set a screen on Smith.
Brandow up top. Kaplan.
Here comes a pick again from Kaplan.
Grimes comes off it. His dad, Ryan Grimes, coaches in that Looney's program. Inside shot, saved Long. And they're going to call him in the crease, pushed.
They called a push on Seven. Seven's walking off the field like he knows he did something wrong. He didn't even look at the referee. Why are you calling that? So we'll have to give the referee credit there, because Seven looked guilty as he's walking off the field.
Referee Francis Ford Coppola making the call there. I thought it was one of the Cohen brothers, but apparently they've been a little too busy with their bowling. Called him for being over the line. This man up brought to you by Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast. Go to Royal Farms and activate your rewards card.
Excuse me, BL starts in a circle. They're shutting off Matt Brandow with BJ. So BL's got 5 on the perimeter against McDonogh's 4.
I tell you what, BJ's shutting off, but I would still watch out for his stick. Greg I shot just over.
BL was ready for that and ran a really slick play. Schilling drives up one side, throws it back, the backside comes back to him, eyes cutting off a nice pick on the inside.
Real compliment to Matt Brandow being the guy who shut off. Inside feed. Great no-look pass that time. And now Brandow not shut off.
2 seconds on the penalty. There's still time.
Yep, penalty's not over. Oh, shot, goal! Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons, whipping pastries, cruising down 8th Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK's from Texas.
Well, when there's 2 seconds on a penalty, the reality is you still have 5 or 6 because the guys coming out of the box are coming down from the midline. BL threw one pass, and there's Kaplan. We were talking about him earlier. He's terrific without the ball. He's a big, strong lefty. This is a nice feed by Schilling. His 3rd beautiful assist. Kaplan sticks it.
And back the face-off dot. Gable Braun, Jake Glatz. And a newly revived Jake's clap. Lefty fast break shot over the cage. The lefty Grimes. Tell you what, he put my weight in. He didn't have a lot of weight, but I got weight. He could put my weight into that.
It was a good play, but I think he had Brandow down on the low box.
Here is Matt Brandow. Shot off the outside of the pipe. And Ubriaco now.
Big ground ball.
Away. That was a great ground ball.
Really nice ground ball by Chris Wilson. He's got Ubriaco with his pole back there.
And he knew as soon as he scooped it, he was going to get some of Ubriaco's pole.
Ubriaco's a little late getting back.
Outside, a blatant mom goal right there. As you heard the moms cheer. Greg I runs through a stick. Now Jack Sweeney. Pass high. And a nice gathering by Schilling, and he gets it over to Kobe Russell. Shot Russell. Oh, what a save long. Oh, a finish by Grimes. Oh, man, this is what you demonstrate. And that's exactly how Angleworks operates. Let your soul gravitate to the love. Grimes just can't stop doing things right.
Well, great save down. Oh, actually, not a great save. Maybe not as good a shot. Brandow's in position. BL gets the ball up. They get it to I at the 20-yard line here. He sprints up the field, throws a 40-yard pass to Schilling. He makes a really good play on the sideline. Recognizes we're underneath him. Gives it to Russell. Goes to the middle. Shot. Beautiful save. Grimes on the garbage.
Grimes picks it up. It's 8-4 Lake Show. Eagles call timeout. We'll step away.
Diversified Insurance Industries, commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at dii-ins.com.
It's been 3 years since the first Courage Game, a one-of-a-kind sporting event celebrating equality and inclusion for all people. So much has changed since that time, yet the mission of the game has stayed the same. The next Courage Game will take place in Providence, Rhode Island on May 28th following the NCAA Division I Women's Championship game. Braden Lang, whose story was originally showcased in the ESPN SportsCenter featured piece, will be there to play fast with purpose. Will you?
And let's look at the upcoming schedule here, Bob. What jumps out at you? What do you like?
Sports Enterprises
next
is
Tuesday
a
we're going to the
full-service
McDonogh
sports marketing
again, but they're
and
playing
event
St. Paul's in a
management
big
company.
game.
Every
Should
detail
be
from
interesting.
marketing,
Then I think we come
public
back with
relations, logistics.
Boys Latin Calvert Hall will be a great one, too.
so far, it looks like it's really hard to say. You know, it's too early in the season. We're too early in this game, really. BL has scored 6 straight goals. They were behind 4-2. 4-3 at halftime, came out and scored the first 5 goals in the third quarter. McDonogh just called a timeout.
And a good timeout by Coach Hilgartner. And again, Bob, I say it all the time. We're blessed to work with the coaches that we get to interact with on a weekly basis. And I don't take it lightly. I love the way these guys carry themselves. Ground ball win, face-off win for the Lakers.
It's an okay play, but BL got underneath him again. If he dumps that ball to Grimes, Grimes might have scored his 3rd goal. Glatz has really solved the face-off issue with Braun and has really dominated that part of the game in this quarter.
Lakers getting some guys. Layton getting a lot of guys in. Inside shot, great save by Long, and an even better ground ball by B.J. Farrar. Look at the stick work with B.J.
That may be the save that keeps McDonogh within striking distance. That was a huge play. Great save by Long.
Powderly behind, guarded by Gable. Powderly has that ability to accelerate.
McDonogh's got a good matchup here. This is Jack Simmons against Jamie Rice, who's an offensive midi, not used to playing D.
Simmons pushes it behind. Shot over the goal, that will go out. 1:35 to go, third quarter, brought to you by Diversified Insurance. Go to DII-INS.com. DII-INS.com.
It's a tough matchup for Boys Latin right here. Good slide, Gable, chasing.
And we get a flag. And Matty Hilgartner had the ball.
He called a push on Boys Latin. They must have pushed somebody in the crease. And as soon as somebody goes in the crease, the referee has to blow the whistle immediately.
Yep.
McDonough's coming in with their extra man. The last time we saw McDonogh, their extra man against Calvert Hall was on fire at the end of the game.
Yes, they were. This man up brought to you by Royal Farms. Go to royalfarms.com.
Starting
Check out
1-4.
Rofo. Get your rewards card right now.
They're going to try to slip this inside. There's Ward making a nice cut inside.
Great position defense thus far by the Lake Show. Sweeney up top. Now it's Powderly. And they've killed it off. We are even up now. 8-4 your score, late third quarter.
Simmons left-handed downhill.
A little cradle shot, goal. Simmons knows how to finish. Simmons
Well, that was all.
Get that.
You know, if we back up about a minute and a half, Longs makes a really great save on a one-on-one opportunity by Jamie Rice. McDonogh comes down, gets an extra man. BL ran the penalty off. Michael Ubriaco's letting Jack Simmons run down the alley, tried to go over his head. It didn't work. Goal.
And credit Simmons with just an effective dodger. Accelerated, made things happen. And we are back at the face-off. Glatz against Braun. Braun comes up with it this time, gets it to Long. Long now quickly over to Shore. Brendan Shore, the Johns Hopkins commit, pushes it up the field. And the Eagles will settle 8-5 now with 15 to go.
He's coming back right-handed. He usually does. There
Powderly
he goes left.
Inside feed to Parr. No angle, holds it wisely. And now it's Sweeney up top to Catlett. Griffin gets a step shot just wide. Great end of the quarter action. Third quarter brought to you by Diversified Insurance Industries. Check them out at DII-INS.com. 8-5 your score. Lakers up on the Eagles.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today. Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises. If you can dream it, we'll make it happen.
Fourth quarter is set to go. 8-5 to start. I have a feeling it's not going to end that way. Fourth quarter brought to you Whole Foods. Whole Foods, a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week, catering any special occasion. Contact your local Whole Foods, especially for prom flowers. Speaking of proms, Bob, we're going to have to pick the Under Armour underclass players of the game, as I see some of my old Roanoke buddies over there, Jamie Campbell, enjoying the fruits of his cooler on the hill. This is the best venue in high school lacrosse.
Well, it's a beautiful place, especially when the trees come out. There's no question about that. That time Braun solved Glatz. It's been a really good battle at the Face-Off X. I'd say right now, Glatz won the face-offs in the third quarter and let BL get a little bit of a working margin.
This is an absolutely fantastic place to come for a high school lacrosse game.
I think BL's into their zone defense now. I apologize, they're playing man.
Here's Pitts.
They got the matchup. McDonogh has the matchup that they like.
Yes, Sweeney
they've
on
got,
a shorty.
Well, Simmons on a shorty.
Sorry. Here's Griffin Catlett guarded by shorty Snyder. Snyder pops out on him. The other shorty is Brendan Cruz. Here's
Parr coming up to set a screen. Good play by Jake Snyder. He got outside the screen so BL didn't have to switch.
Powderly. He accelerates as well as any attackman I can remember. He really does go. It plays at game speed. Simmons shot. Brandow punches it out. Now we got a sloppy loose ball, and McDonogh comes up with it.
Sweeney, he's down.
Yep. Shot, goal. Great finish by Sweeney.
Contested ground ball picked up by McDonogh. Gave them another look at it. Sweeney coming downhill with his strong right hand.
And look at the replay. You can just see how he's dodging downhill.
We talk about the hash marks a lot, and the hash marks are a great visual for a dodger and a defensive guy. You want, as best as you can if you're playing defense, to try to get somebody outside the hash marks. If you're playing offense coming down the middle of down the midfield, you want to be inside the hash marks. Sweeney, Simmons, McDonogh's last two goals are inside the hash marks, both goals.
Yep. And BL comes out that time.
Another contested ground ball that McDonough's picked up. They're clearly winning the ground ball war in this game, and it's going to have an unbelievable influence on it going forward, I think.
Yep.
BL needs to win some of these contested ground balls.
Still 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Whole Foods is a proud sponsor.
Latin is playing zone now.
Nolan Manafu. Here's Hilge. Maddie Hilgartner, number 29, poised.
It is a zone. They will pressure the ball behind the goal in the zone. McDonough's trying to overload sides, looking to slip guys from the inside to the outside.
Great
nice play. Another ground ball that McDonogh picked up. BL's guilty. That's about 4 in a row now where they had the ball in their stick and they haven't gotten it out.
Manafu looking for somewhere to go with it. You can tell he's an orchestrator. Here's Powderly. Parr behind, on the wing is Hilgartner. Back to Parr, up top to Manafu.
Parr's a dangerous guy spooking around in the inside, especially with his left hand. These right-handed feeders.
Shot clock applied at 8:40. Parr with some pump fakes. Powderly sneaks in the backside What a play! Congratulations, you just played yourself.
Parr's a tough matchup in his zone because he's really slick. He's slick without the ball, and when he has the ball against the zone, he actually has time to have his hands free. He's not being pressured by a defender. Patterly makes a really nice cut. He gets underneath the defenseman there for a goal. Well, this has been quarters here in the second half. BL was all the third quarter. So far, McDonogh has responded with the last 4 goals. One at the end of the third quarter and 3 so far here in the fourth.
Rake attempt by the Lakers, and McDonogh comes up with a ground ball. And the Eagles, Uncle Mo, all over him.
Another contested ground ball going McDonogh's way. I hate to, sounds like a broken record, but they've picked up, I'd say, the last 7 contested ground balls, and they've been able to notch 3 goals in the process. BL needs a big stop here, a big save if they want to prevent McDonogh from tying this game.
Here's Catlett. 23 Griffin Catlett out of Portland, Oregon. I wonder if he played for East Portland Lacrosse, my man TC. Powderly looking to gain an advantage, gets it up to Simmons. Simmons whirls, gives it to Catlett. Inside
Somebody's
feed,
hurt.
Parr, shot, goal.
Somebody's
and
hurt.
And the Lakers have a guy down. Unfortunate.
The ref could have stopped that play. When somebody looks like they're seriously injured, the referee can blow the whistle. And I would honestly tell you, this kid was clearly hurt. I think they should have stopped the play, but they let it play on, and McDonogh was a beneficiary.
Almost an odd turn of events in the anticlimactic, a goal that ties the game, and we're kind of more concerned with the play on the field. As we look at Garrett Voigt.
Well, he goes
Here's a replay
down.
of the goal.
Well, that was the goal before on the zone. Here's this goal here. There's this kid on the ground in obvious pain, and the referee elected not to blow the whistle. He would have been in position there to be able to defend that play, and he wasn't. Great play by McDonogh. Open shot with Parr from 8 yards, and that's a tough matchup for the goalie.
And he is getting up. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back 8-8. Nobody's going anywhere.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
The 2000s.
And both teams have kind of gone to their respective benches momentarily with the injury. As we see, fortunately, Garrett Voigt kind of going off a little bit on his own power. Here's your upcoming schedule, Bob. It's absolutely fantastic.
Tuesday, we have St. Paul's at McDonogh. Coming back the following Tuesday, Boys Latin at Calvert Hall.
That'll be insane.
And then Tuesday, the 16th, is BL at St. Paul's for their 100th meeting.
Their 100th meeting. And Bob, I got to tell you something. There's no way you haven't seen half of those. That is going to be a big show. Braun and Glatz. Glatz wins the clamp, but Braun wins the ball.
That was a push or a hold, and they didn't call it. But, hey, pick the ball up. Glatz had the ball where he wanted it, and he failed to pick it up. McDonogh has, I'll bet the ground balls in this quarter are McDonogh about 8, and Boys Latin, if they're lucky, they might have
I'd
one.
say 7-1 is what it would. Evan Gaines, defender for BL, in on the crease. You gotta love to see Tommy and Alden Gaines out here every now and then. Shot, save, Brandow, a much needed save, not in the regard that he hasn't played great, and now we're getting interference with the goalie. It's gonna be BL possession. Brandow wants to push it up. Nice play by Reagan McNamara. And Ubriaco, ironically, wasn't looking to attack the goal there.
Well, he looked up and B.J. Farrar was standing there with his pole. Two of the best poles in this league going at it.
Maybe hit on the East Coast.
Discretion was the better part there for Ubriaco.
8-8 your score, as if we didn't know it was going to come down to this.
Well, if you're on the boys Latin sideline, you've been playing defense for about 7 or 8 minutes. McDonogh has scored 5 straight goals. You need to set up offensively and work really hard to get a good shot at the very least. Draw a penalty.
Spins, comes out lefty. Pushes it across, here's Russell. Tries to force it in there, Bob. And B.J. Farrar, Our Lady of Blessed Acceleration, don't fail me now. Powderly, defender coming in on him, couldn't get a stick, and here's Jack Parr, the veteran.
Really nice save by Long there. Russell, guilty. Long's not the tallest kid. He's about a helmet's below the goalpost, and a lot of times when you get in tight on goalies that aren't as tall, you have a tendency to look and see a lot of open space up top. And Russell thought he saw something up top that wasn't there.
We just had a sloppy turnover, Bob. It's the first one I can remember almost since the first quarter. I mean, in your average lacrosse game, each team's going to turn the ball over 10 times. I think these two teams, they started out a little iffy with 3 turnovers each, but it's been a pretty tight ball game as far as clean today.
Yeah, no question.
Greg I gathers a little bit of breath. He just went through a long offensive possession, so it'll be interesting to see what the Lake Show does here. Coach Brian Farrell.
Well, so far, McDonogh has actually played a few more people than BL. Russell's limping off the field a little bit. He's exhausted. And that may have influenced this game a great deal.
Great play. What a save by Long. Not up in here. Not you, fat Jesus. Slide it on back.
I just talked about that. He looks up and he sees the top of the goal because Long isn't the tallest goaltender. Long knows full well that he's got to cover that space, and he's standing there making a really great save.
And that was great offense. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. That was not a poor shot to take. And as I said before it was clean, the broadcaster's jinx is in full effect. Fourth quarter brought to you by Whole Foods Market.
Well, Coach Hillgardner's not a happy camper, I can tell you.
Yeah.
They essentially lost the Calvert Hall game because they didn't clear the ball very well. That time they certainly didn't clear the ball very well, giving Boys Latin an opportunity with 3 minutes left.
No surprise to see Greg I back on the field, along with Connor Kaplan. Now
Kaplan's going to come down here and be a picker.
And here's Grimes, the freshman. Rolls back, pushes it up top. Bartel. And here's Brandow. I had the good pleasure of coaching his older brother, Timmy. Craig I plant shot, go! Get up, stand up, come and throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump across the ceiling. The Lake Show, 9-8.
Well, both teams are seeing their big-time players make some big plays there. Greg, a senior, the defender here, I'm sure is overplaying his left hand, as he should, because he's a natural lefty. Greg switches to his right hand and shoots the ball very hard up into the goal. Big talent.
And I'm going to say that was from like 8 yards away. After the roll back, he comes in 8. You can't fault Evan Long there. Evan Long has played fantastic today, as has the young Brandow at the far end. Chris Brandow, face-off win for Glatz.
Just hit him in the head. They hit him in the head, didn't call it.
And I thought we had a timeout called. We did. Coach Brian Farrell gets it. A veteran play. 9-8 Lakers here at J. Duncan Smith Field.
McDonogh got away with one here. BJ came down right across his helmet. Coach Farrell screaming for a timeout. They could have called a penalty there. They didn't. That's okay. BL's just as happy to have possession.
We'll be back.
17 Under Armour Underclass Tryout and Tournament are the standard of the sport. Measure yourself against the top competition in your region as college coaches from every level flock to the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive to miss out on this opportunity. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com for more information and to register now. At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers of every size. Save time and control costs. Visit kellyway.com.
Booker Corrigan, the Eclipse, and Bob Shriver, the knitting needle, here at J. Duncan Smithfield. And there's your crowd, swelling to over 1,500. So glad to have you make this part of your sports viewing day. NFL Draft, NFL Schmaft. I want to watch great high school lacrosse.
Well, what we don't see is this beautiful crowd because the cameras are coming down the stands. We can't see all these people standing here on the promenade. Yeah. Great setting, beautiful afternoon. BL called a timeout.
A well-timed timeout with 2:43 left. It's 9-8. You can't take your foot off the gas, but you certainly don't want to give up something sloppy.
And the McDonogh put the ball in BJ's hands with a short stick, defensively, so that they can cover Greg I with a pole, and they got BJ on BL's one of BL's most dangerous midfielder, who's had a really good game, Basil Aburn.
Basil Aburn has played well.
BL's going to have to go to the goal here in a little bit. They're going to get warned.
Aburn feeling it, and here
comes
Kaplan.
the warning. I think they're going to get warned here in a minute.
And do you feel like they said in the huddle, like, just throw it around until the warning comes?
Yeah.
I mean, is that a strategy? Brandow, there's the warning. 30 seconds to get a shot on the goal.
This is a matchup Boys Ladin's very comfortable with.
Brandow muscling. Ooh! And as I say that, he gets de-twagged by Finn Thorne. Thorne pushes it ahead.
They're under.
Shot, goal! Curves the word, spins the verb. Sweeney, go on and freak what you heard, son.
Great check by Finn Thorne, and a better shot down at this end on the unsettled by Sweeney, standing there at the point, sticking it from 12 yards.
You know, I had the pleasure of playing with Randy Powers, and he played the point on fast breaks, and he did that a lot. He could catch and shoot.
Somebody was talking, I played golf today with Steve Shaw, who played with Randy Powers at Delaware. He was saying, I said, Steve, did you ever have double digits assists? And he said, yes, because I win a lot of face-offs and throw it to Randy Powers.
Exactly. Randy Powers could bring it. Glatz looking for the face-off win. McDonogh comes away with it. They push it up the field. Ubriaco knocks it down. What a play by Michael Ubriaco. And now it's Schilling on the near side, and we get a timeout. What a great time. Let's stay here, Bob. Now we got McDonogh on defense. You got BL on offense. You're the BL coach. What are you looking for? Brandow, Schilling?
Well, I think Brandow wants to take a deep breath. He just had the ball on his stick for about a minute, and I think he was too tired. He let Finn Thorne get in on him, and he made a beautiful check. Led to a fast break that tied this game. I don't think there's any question Boys Ladin wants to get the last shot, but if they get a good opportunity and somebody's open on the inside, I think they'll take it.
And then conversely, for the McDonogh Eagles defensively, Trey Whitty, no doubt a great coach. He's going to do great things at St. Paul's next year, but in the next minute and 16 seconds, he's got some work to do.
Well, he's got some work to do. Last time on the defensive set, he used B.J. Farrar with his short stick and his next best defensive midi. That allowed him to play freshman number 38, Jackson Bonnets, with the pole, and it proved to be the best defense for McDonogh. They got the ball on the ground, scored at the other end. McDonogh could, talking about playing a little zone, although they may not want to play zone because they got BL a little bit on the run, I think. They've really dominated this fourth quarter and closed an 8-3 deficit.
8-4.
8-4.
Yep.
McDonogh scored right at the end of the third quarter, excuse me, but they scored 5 straight goals. BL got the lead back, and McDonogh just went down and tied the game. So who knows? It's
chaos. Now,
it's the chess match.
How about the 2 goalies today? And we also have to talk about who's going to be the Under Armour underclass player of the game.
Well, the game's not over yet, but I think both goalies are certainly warrant the recognition depending on who wins the game. And then we'll just see. A couple guys for both teams have had outstanding games.
Good shot of Brian Nee and Gene Ubriaco, a couple of the coaches here for the Lake Show, as Greg I squares up. Pushes it behind. And here's Brandau, just inches from the end line, as the Lakers look to work it around as the clock winks below the 1-minute mark here in the game. You smell overtime, Bob? It's a fair question.
Well, BL, they've been warned, so they're going to have to shoot this ball, give McDonogh an opportunity before the clock runs down.
Here's Basil Aburn. He's played well today. Nice check on him. Russell gets it behind. Here's Brandau. Brandau, a little hesitation, hop step. Looks to get to the middle of the field. Shot, save Long. Great save by Long. Great play by Brandau.
McDonogh's got time. They're underneath them. BL's exhausted. They're exhausted.
Yeah. Sweeney holds it. 15 left in the game. Powderly behind. McDonogh had B.J. Farrar inside open. Griffin Catlett, shot, goal! Griffin Catlett! Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. Mad friends with Benzes and C-notes by the layers. Goodness.
Well, really?
Whoa, they just waved the goal off. Illegal procedure. The goal was waved off. I didn't believe what I saw. That literally, we are still tied. And I dropped Biggie Smalls and the goal didn't count, Bob. There's no justice in the world.
I'm not sure what happened. They must have called
illegal procedure.
Too many men.
Yeah, illegal sub, too many men, too something. Talk about your all-time backfires. Allison Rubin is furious. You got to mention your old neighbors, right, Bob?
If it goes in, it counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
And now it pops up. You can also draw a foul. And there's your OT. That both teams get a little timeout, which, Bob, you referenced. BL needs that. We're going to take a quick break. What kind of action? MIAA Lacrosse.
The Intercollegiate Men's Lacrosse Coaches Association will be presenting its first ever official recruiting event this summer. All the action takes place June 16th to the 18th at Lebanon Valley College, with hundreds of college coaches from all levels watching the teams, leading instructional sessions, and speaking at recruiting seminars. Go to IMLCANationalCup.com to learn more. The IMLCA National Cup, it's more than just a tournament.
I got the magic in me. Let's go. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold.
Performance for the Goat Boys. Behind the back,
magic in me.
Gary Game behind.
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial preservatives in any of the food we sell. We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Bob, about a minute and a half ago, I asked you how nervous and how anxious these teams are. Has it amplified now? Is it doubled? Is it tripled? The goalies have got to be a little amped up right now.
Well, Long's made a couple big saves here at the end of the game. Chris has struggled a teeny bit here in the fourth quarter, but McDonogh has made some beautiful shots.
Yes.
One thing we've clearly witnessed is BL's middies are exhausted,
yes.
And McDonogh has gotten underneath them time after time after time, and that's a product of McDonogh early in this game playing a bunch of kids.
BL's got Matt Brandau up here on the faceoff wing. If I'm not mistaken, Jake Glatz comes away with it. Little opportunity, pump fakes and shot, goal! Jake Glatz, ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to go home, but you can stay here.
Well, The face-off battle was awesome the whole game.
It was.
BL's been working on having a left-handed break. Jake Glatz comes down, fakes the ball to Grimes on the point and keeps coming. And instead of shooting high, he's been watching his teammates get swallowed up big time high by Evan Long. He bounced the ball into the quarter. I think we'll start with player of the game. We'll give him some recognition.
That was leading me to my next question. Who you got? Jake Glatz. Who's your other player of the game? The Under Armour underclass players of the game. Here's a replay. Look at Glatz with the Paris Hilton.
I tell you who played a great game for BL was number 8, freshman defenseman covering Liam Powderly. Liam scored 1 goal today, and it was against the zone defense. I'd give Blake Gamble in there or Chris Brandow. What a finish.
I love the way Chris Brandow's played, and he's a captain as a junior. I got some family history there, the Brandow's, yeah.
That's fine. Let's say real quickly, last year during a regular season, BL was beating McDonogh by 4 goals out of McDonogh going into the last quarter. McDonogh came back, won the game in overtime. How about this carbon copy? BL's winning by 4 goals going into the last quarter.
McDonogh comes back.
McDonogh comes back. BL looks like they're going to lose the game with 7 seconds left. Some violation on McDonogh. Goes into overtime. And this year it was BL's turn.
Jake Glatz, the hero. We will be back with your players of the game interviews with Jake Glatz and Chris Brandow. What a show.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at dii-ins.com. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and coaches.
I'm Ryan Powell.
I'm Brett Hughes.
I'm Zach Greer.
I'm Brian Silka. We're the Stripes.
I'm Megan White.
I'm Anthony Kelly.
Griffin Halliday. Logan Halliday. And we grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
And we grow the game.
And I grow the game.
I grow the game.
And I grow the game.
And I grow the game, baby.
And I grow the game.
And I grow.
The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The action begins with the A Conference semifinals on Monday, May 22nd, and champions will be crowned on Thursday, May 25th. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today. After a great first year in Philly, the NCAA Future Champions Lacrosse Tourney will be up in Foxborough in conjunction with the NCAA National Championship Weekend. Be on the field for pregame at Gillette Stadium. Put together a special squad just for this event, or bring your established boys or girls team to CSELax.com. Get 20 tickets per team plus parking passes. Go to CSELax.com to reserve your space. Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact an advisor at dii-ins.com.
It's been 3 years since the first Courage Game, a one-of-a-kind sporting event celebrating equality and inclusion for all people. So much has changed since that time, yet the mission of the game has stayed the same. The next Courage Game will take place in Providence, Rhode Island on May 28th following the NCAA Division I Women's Championship game. Braden Lang, whose story was originally showcased in the ESPN SportsCenter featured piece, will be there to play fast with purpose. Will you?
Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and event management company. Every detail from marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup, Corrigan Sports Enterprises handles events from conception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan Sports Enterprises. If you can dream it, we'll make it happen.
Hey now, Booker Corrigan here. We got the camera up above. I love it. How thinner do I look? This is amazing. Fantastic. The Under Armour underclass players of the game. My man Jake Latz with the Paris Hilton for the winner, and Chris Brandow, the man who made it possible. Chris, I want to start with you. What went through your mind when they scored that goal with 9 seconds left and then it was waved off? Is that an emotional roller coaster?
I mean, it was kind of an emotional roller coaster, but I knew our dude was going to get back up and shut him down if they did get the ball. We got lucky.
But they scored a goal with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, they did get one in there on me. Catlett had a nice shot, but I just got to make the next save.
Next question, where are you going? Come on, stay over here. We got to keep Jake in the shot. That's the key, right? Jake, face-off war all day with Gable Braun. Talk about the face-offs first.
Gable's great. I train with him occasionally, and we just always battle it out. He came out strong in the beginning. Probably won like the first 5 face-offs, and then I stepped it up and started winning them.
You slipped it up and started winning them, and when you say winning them, you mean winning it. Take us through that winning goal.
It went by super fast. We practiced lefty breaks since I'm a lefty, and all this past week, I was gonna dish it to Grimes, but earlier down when I pushed it in transition, their pull slid to me. And so I did the fake pass and then shot it. Luckily, it went in.
And don't worry about not remembering Brendan Grimes' name. He's a freshman, right?
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
still a freshman.
He has no goals, so.
Exactly. Yeah. What has he done?
Yeah, exactly.
He's only got 14 goals in 4 games. Yeah, he's a stud. Yeah. Now, Brandow, you got your twin brother, Matt, up there. What do you ever yell at him?
All the time. I mean, the only reason he's good is because he's shooting on me in the backyard.
That's exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural. Like.
That's the entire broadcast today. All we talked about was Chris Brandow's unbelievable because Matt's a chump.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Like he only can put some in the goal because like I'm shooting on him all the time.
Did he even get in today?
No, he didn't play the entire game. Felt bad for him. Yeah, felt bad.
Hey, support him at home though, right?
Yeah,
be a good teammate. Yeah, be a good teammate because
he's got dishes tonight. So.
Oh, more than dishes, Ace. More than dishes. Jake, what's next for the Lakers? What are you looking forward to?
We're taking.
And don't say Hunt Cup, dude.
No Hunt Cup. We're just taking it one game at a time right now. And next game is our versus cancer game against Spalding. I'm pretty sure next Tuesday here. And
Noble.
Mm-hmm. It'll be cool. Barely.
Oh, y'all be cool,
games.
right?
Yeah, barely any home games.
Total hipster right here. And I love. Remember, it's the high camera. I look like I'm 145. Maybe. How much do you weigh?
I'm not really gonna say.
Started that sentence with
Yeah, I'm hitting the weight room.
Is
yeah.
number?
I gotta get my weight up. Come on.
Okay. Well, I need to get my weight down. I wish I could give you some.
Your extra pounds.
Yeah. Boy, what I wouldn't do to do that. My man Chris Brandow played very well today. Not as well as his brother Timmy did on this field, but, right? Timmy's a stud. Yeah, total baller. Yeah, birds of a feather now. We all in together now. Just bought a plane and we changing the weather now. And we got Jake Latz, face-off stud, and game winner. What do you want to say to anybody out there?
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Love it. Hi, Mom. It's like 1972 all over again. They're the Under Armour underclass players of the game. They both played better than I did today.